Welcome to Gain and Glow, a healthy lifestyle podcast with me, Vanessa.
And me, Crystal.
We are officially back!
Woo woo!
We took some time, obviously, to alter the way we are recording.
Yes.
Due to being still currently in somewhat quarantine and on stay-at-home orders, we're choosing to not record in person. But we finally figured out how to do this virtually.
Yes, where we can talk to each other, where we could see each other, because it's so unnatural. It's so unnatural to record and not see your face in front of me.
Yes, and
I'm just sitting across the table from you.
Yes, and I don't do well with regular phone conversation, so to not see you and to only, it's hard for me to conversate.
Yeah, because I'm always smiling or making eye gestures at you, and you're always talking with your hands. So to get this thing down, we need to see and hear each other.
Exactly. I'm very expressive with my hands. They are the punctuation of the body.
And you know what's funny? I was listening to someone, don't quote me on it. I was listening to a podcast, and this guy was talking about if you use your hands a lot when you talk, it's something about it in your brain works with you to help remember things better.
Interesting. So that's why I do it.
Yeah.
That's why I have such a good memory too. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Yeah. Depending on the topic.
Yeah. Right? I know. I feel like some things I could talk about forever, other things I'm like, what?
Yeah. I have no comment on this. So, during quarantine, couple of fun things that we've been working on and doing, developing, talking about.
We've been talking about being more present in our social media, for sure. And I think big shout out goes to Vanessa for for pushing it along during the time where I needed a break from social media due to everyone's opinions during this time at home. I was like, I don't need to worry about other people's opinions. I just need to do me.
Yes.
And Vanessa was like, I am feeling inspired. I would like to keep it going. And I'm like, you go, girl, because we need that positivity in the world.
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected to be put on lockdown. Obviously, I think everybody is in the same boat. I can't imagine that no one's feeling this. I mean, everyone's feeling this right now. And it was interesting to try to navigate that as a new podcast. I mean, what do we have, 6 episodes out?
We're on lucky number 7.
We're on lucky number 7. But to go from being so new and all of that, we wanted to take the time to figure it out and figure out how we were going to move forward. And obviously other events have changed, so we've taken time to think about that. And I think it's good that we took that time to take our mini breaks from social media. But then at some point, I'm so ready to put positivity out there and absorb positivity after taking a social media break for a while, that it was nice to just jump on Instagram and find all of the great outlets. There's one called Tank's Good News, and it's literally just posts of good news and feel good stuff. And then there's I think it's Good News Project, I think is what it's called. I mean, there's so many new things that I've found in wanting to put positivity out there, and I got a lot out of it. So we're going to try to be more active on social media and ride that wave.
Yeah, definitely. And we're shortening our episodes to 30 minutes so that we can give you guys more streamlined content. And yeah, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good to help us be more involved in multiple things and share more frequently, because I mean, that's what we want, and we just want to spread the positivity and engage with other people and help everyone know you're not alone. And you got 2 30-somethings here talking about life, and we're all going through it together. And we just try to share like our knowledge and things that we learn. I feel like we're constantly learning, and that was a big part of taking a break too, was just learning like how do we navigate our world now? How do we support people who are struggling? How do we it feels like a lot of pressure, but it's not. It's we just need to be we need to be consistent because the consistency is how we change. Like it's how we grow. It's how we get progress.
And learning. I mean, I think everybody in the world right now can benefit from taking a beat. Like, I literally just told my little sister this the other day. I'm like, at some point you have to take a beat. You have to just take a break and take a breather and realign yourself with who you are, who you want to be, and where you fit into the social conversation. And I think right now, I think you and I are in a much better place with where we both feel we fit and where we feel like we can contribute. And I think it's important to both of us that it's understood that we are a podcast that believes in equality and justice and acceptance and inclusivity. And I think that being able to cut our content down to more streamlined content, more specific, and also expand our content into including more of what we believe in and more of what we want to see from everyone else. I think that we're moving in the right direction. I think everyone's gonna really like it.
Absolutely, they're gonna love it.
And
we're being ourselves, and sharing more of who we are, which is a scary thing in general.
Yeah. And we're all learning. We're all going through it. Like you said, none of us are born knowing how to navigate even the simplest things in life, let alone the larger issues. And right now we have compounded larger issues that they should matter to everyone. You should feel what's going on. It's what's needed for change. And I think that part of feeling that is also understanding that it's a great opportunity to listen, to learn, and to open your mind up. And even if you're already open-minded, you can still do more and be more if you really think about where you fit in all of it, and learn and learn and learn. Is just don't stop learning. Like you're never done with that. And I think that's easy to just kind of be complacent. We get comfortable, we get complacent, and we think we know everything, and it's like, no, we don't. And accepting that it's part of growing. And what's our podcast about? Growing, gaining, glowing.
Gaining, glowing, growing.
Growing. So I'm glad that we took the time, and I think that we're in a good place for it. So
definitely.
One of the main things too, I think I've taken a lot of time not only to learn about the social conversation and not only to learn about what's going on in our world and what I can do. I'm also taking a lot of time to reevaluate myself and remind myself that even though there's bigger issues in the world, it's still okay to practice self-care. And self-care is not only for people who are like special or rich or nobility.
Yeah, so, it's like I feel the same. I feel like you almost selfish for taking time for yourself, and it's such a weird feeling. And I think it's like a weird guilt thing we're kind of ingrained with, because once you turn into an adult and you're working like a friggin' full-time job, and now like we have families and stuff, you feel like what you do is kind of at the end of the day, if at all. It's kind of like how we used to be with our workout routines, where we're like, well, it happens or it doesn't, because I can't take time for myself. And it's silly. Like I feel like as a teenager, I used to always take time for myself. Like I would just take time to read through a magazine, light a candle, or just enjoy some time. And it feels like a more infrequent thing because you feel like you have to focus on your responsibility instead of do nice things for yourself. But I mean, man, I think now we're so aware of how we're supposed to do that it's like a great opportunity to learn, and it's a great opportunity to take care of ourselves, especially we have so much going on mentally and being kind of confined physically. So yeah, I mean, in that pursuit of self-care, I've actually stumbled across um, a local woman-owned business, and I'm so excited. I'm just so excited that like it's just like all came together. Here I am looking for something to like cheer myself up, take care of myself. I came across this business and it's called Helen Rose Skincare Co. And I grabbed her deep moisture skin and hair oil, and it's unscented, and it's got like tea tree oil, and it's got a mix of a few different oils like apricot, avocado, jojoba, and a couple others. I'm not gonna try and pronounce because I'll butcher it. But this on her website, she says this oil is magic, and the owner says the oil is magic, and honestly, like I agree. I agree. Like, I've been wearing such less makeup since I've been at home, like pretty much nothing. And my husband has a dry scalp, which we always are trying like different hair oils or conditioners, like deep moisture. And even though it's only been a couple of weeks of using this oil, it's been amazing. Like it actually absorbs into your skin without you being shiny afterwards. And with my combination skin, like I can't believe that I can put an oil on my skin and not look shiny.
I know
And so
it's
far it's been working great for Cameron's hair too. Like it like he can put it in for the day and then like shower, and then it's his scalp seems to hold moisture a lot better.
it's crazy because when you told me about the skincare line, I went and researched it and looked into it, and it's so perfect for both really dry skin and combination skin because of all of the different, it's so natural, it's vegan, it's all natural products that are derived from the earth, so they don't sit on your skin like chemicals would. They actually absorb
Mhm.
because it's the nutrients and everything that your skin actually needs. And I thought that was interesting because I have very dry skin. So finding something that would work for me that would also work for someone with combination skin, to me, blows my mind that I could use the same oil.
Right?
'Cause,
Definitely. I feel like I've tried like coconut oil by itself, jojoba oil by itself, a few other oils by themselves, all which are like nice and moisturizing occasionally, but definitely like it's on your skin. And to have something that like actually helps my face and then actually helps my husband's scalp, and then I was like, oh, I gotta tell Vanessa because I know she has way more sensitive skin than me. So it's like pretty excited to stumble across this, and then also see that it's a woman-owned business that also is so much more than that, so much more than that. And shortly after receiving this product, and this is in no way sponsored,
oh yeah, I should
clear.
mention that this is sponsored. We do have permission to talk about them, but this
Hmm.
is not sponsored or paid content. We do not.
Yeah,
If
absolutely not.
we
No,
encourage you to support
I
local and buy their stuff, though.
yes. Oh, yes. Definitely check them out. And right now, I really wanted to talk about them because they have a crowd fundraising campaign going on right now, and I wanted to, I guess I just jump into it. Like the owner's name is Day Bibb, and she created Helen Rose Skincare to celebrate the diversity of all skin tones and body types. Their products are natural. They contain therapeutic grade essential oils, and they said that they have the ability to ground emotions, soothe symptoms of anxiety, and promote restful sleep. And so, like in this face oil, it's unscented. It has a tea tree oil, which is like a pretty light, earthy scent. So that's why, like, mixed with everything else, it doesn't really have a scent. But they do use other essential oils like lavender and orange and stuff like that. And I thought it was so, I thought it was so, I thought it was so awesome that that they were only trying to make skincare to make skincare. They're trying to make it that would work for everybody and that would promote people to have this and think of self-care as something that's important and should be embraced by everybody and available to everybody.
Yes, and that self-care is normal, and it's
Yes.
something that self-care shouldn't be something special you do for yourself. That should be something regularly. It's like changing the oil in your car. Don't just wait till you have a road trip. You should always be doing that. And
promoted
that was
by Jiffy Lube. No,
I would. Yeah, no.
I wish.
But I noticed that too when I went and looked them up. I also thought it was interesting that they were making a product that wasn't just for your skin and had the benefits of like moisturizing and all that, but they were also intending it to be therapeutic and oh gosh, what is it? Aromatherapy as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it promotes, not only does it moisturize your skin, but it can promote better sleep and it can help with your anxiety. That's just such a concept that blew my mind. I don't know why. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so smart and such a neat product.
Right? Like, I wouldn't think that something I put on my face was also supposed to help, like, my mental state.
Right. We
like,
don't
not
think
at all.
about it like that.
That's something separate. Like, that's a different pill, right?
Yeah, right? Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, so I like, the more I learned, the more I fell in love, and the more I just felt like I just needed to talk about this business and really, like, show some support. Like, because on top of having this business, she created it, like, to also, to basically help fund her, oh gosh, nonprofit called Thrive. It's yoga, and they call it Yoga for Survival. A portion of profits from sales of the skincare products donated to support Thrive's mission to provide healing yoga practice to survivors of domestic violence. And so obviously I just read that off of their website, but but the fact that they're using, not only trying to promote, like, wellness for all, it's also to support, like, to do yoga, which yoga is basically a connection of your mind and your body and being conscious of yourself. And so to offer services to survivors of domestic violence, to help have a safe space to do yoga and, like, connect with yourself, is just so amazing, and, like, it's so important.
And the effects and the trauma from experiencing domestic violence are so deep ingrained in you that it takes a practice of yoga and meditation sometimes to really tap into how deep it is and to really move forward and to heal. And I think that's so important that she's providing something to individuals that's truly with the intention of helping. It's not a band-aid fix. It's not some, there's so much that needs to be done for domestic abuse survivors. And she's just contributing in such an important way, I think. I think that's just, and for her to create the brand that she created to fund that is so impressive. And I think it's important to say too, she did all of this because she knows she is a survivor of domestic abuse. And that's clearly listed on her website. So that's, that's information that she wants known. That I think that in itself too, that she's truly in it to help others. And I love women building up other women.
Yes. Yes, that's what we are about.
You can only truly gain and glow in your life if you are building up others, and that is exactly what she's trying to do.
I couldn't I couldn't even imagine just stumbling across her business and then discovering what an amazing person who, like, founded the business. And the fact that she's doing a crowdfunding campaign right now, I'm like, let me shout it to the world.
Yes. And it's important for us to say that we are very much encouraging you to go contribute to her crowdfunding campaign because we believe in it. We're not sponsored. This is not paid, But I think that we do have the permissions and everything to share it on the gram. So hop on our gram and follow the
Yeah,
links and help
we're
her out.
definitely gonna share. It's helenroseco.com directly for her website. Um, Also, like she's got plenty of products. She's got like deodorant, um, body butters, um, just different kinds of oils promoted for different types of situations like falling asleep or relaxation, stuff like that. Also, and like their goal, the reason they're fundraising right now is to help expand their business, get more get more equipment, hire more people, get better, like continue to have high quality and organic ingredients, which is amazing. And also, they're fundraising $30,000 to fund the lease to take over a turnkey, brand new yoga studio for the Om Thrive Foundation, which I think from, if I remember correctly, is like right next door to the business, and absolutely perfect, perfect location, perfect opportunity. And I mean, the fact that she is pushing to grow her business during such a chaotic and uncertain time, just even more respect
And
to her
and
for
she's
pushing in such a hard time.
yes.
I'm over here just taking a break. She's over here working her butt off with her team, providing incentives for any amount that you donate. You get like anything. Literally, click their website, see how you can support them in any small way, and they're just gonna support you right back.
Yes. Yeah, they do. They have fun little incentives, like fundraising incentives. If you donate a certain amount, you get product or you get a gift card. I think it's $50 and you get $100 gift card, which I'm probably going to do that because I went to go fill my basket with like items and I'm like, this I'm going to buy a lot. I'm going to buy a lot of this stuff. And
Yeah, and even some of their stuff is on sale right now too,
and
which is awesome.
I
Love a
love
deal.
to, right? I mean, I'm balling on a budget. I'll never turn down a deal. And I love that she's continuing to push this mission through everything that's happening right now. I, Domestic abuse survivors and those who are currently living in those situations now feel more isolated than ever, and it's important that
Mm-hmm.
that's known and that's more talked about. There's a lot of individuals that have not escaped their situation, that are still in that situation, that now not only are they stuck with that individual, they may have been laid off from their job, they may have been fired, they may be stuck at home with a spouse who now is there more, so
Mm-hmm.
these things are occurring more often. So it's so important that she's continuing to push this mission because they need it now more than ever. I mean, the world needs more people like
Absolutely.
her now more than ever. And I'm excited. I'm excited for her. I just think it's just something worth backing.
Absolutely. I
And your skin looks great, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you can see me right now.
I can see you. Your skin looks really good.
Thanks. I feel like my forehead only kind of breaks out when I haven't washed my hair in a few days. But other than that, honestly, I freaking I've had this, I mean, I mentioned it before. Like I've gone through like having acne creams that have made my skin's like so dried out and sensitive that I couldn't put anything on them. And now they're kind of balanced out to where I have this combination, real dry chin, real dry cheeks, super oily eyelids, oily nose. You're like, what is happening? So I try to do the best I can to balance this mess. And this oil is like a new staple for my face and my husband's hairline. So
That's awesome.
yeah. But
You know,
yeah, it's a go ahead.
I was gonna just jump
Sorry.
right in. Skin during quarantine, I think we can say,
Just
is a silver
something.
lining. This is a whole new era for me, though. I haven't worn makeup in probably 3 weeks, and
Like,
and that was like one time I wore makeup for like 2 hours because I went out outside my like apartment complex for the first time.
And you're like, hi world.
Yeah, but it's been months since I've worn makeup on a regular basis, and I've been putting more into my skincare, and my skin has never looked better than it does in quarantine.
It does. I was already jealous of your like BB cream glow. Now you just got a natural glow. I'm like, okay. Tell me your secrets.
So in reality, too, it's funny. A while back, Alicia Keys stopped wearing makeup, and it was this huge deal. Like, it was this big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how
I
dare
remember.
she?
It was.
Yeah.
Who
prominent,
she think she is?
Yeah. Prominent woman in the public eye dares to show people her bare face? For shame. For shame. And then she was interviewed, and she talked a lot about how the money that she doesn't put into makeup and cosmetics, she's putting into her actual skincare routine, and the things that she's doing to her skin now are benefiting the actual health of her skin rather than just covering up blemishes and stuff. And I think that that's what I'm experiencing now, that I'm not wearing makeup every day. And before, I do want to say, I did always wear a BB cream because it had SPF 30 in it. So if I leave the house, I typically will throw an SPF 30 BB cream on because I'm very fair skinned and the sun will just fry me up. So, but now, yeah, so every day I wore at least a BB cream and mascara every day, every single day, because I left every day to go to work and all of that. Now I don't even wear the BB cream because I don't even leave my house except to take the dogs like right outside.
Yeah.
I'm almost embarrassed to say how little I do outside of my apartment and how comfortable I am with that. But not having to wear it every day, and then channeling that extra time into actually washing it. And for the first time probably in like 15 years, I used toner on my face.
I don't think I've used toner since I was in high school.
Same. I don't think I have, but I got it in a FabFitFun box. Also not sponsored, but I did. I got my summer box, which we talked about earlier, and I got a toner in it. So I've been washing my face with my Burt's Bees. I use my Burt's Bees Gentle Sensitive Skin because I'm allergic to almost everything that they put in almost everything. And then I tone it with the toner I got in my FabFitFun box, and then I throw Burt's Bees like sensitive skin lotion on, and my skin is so like supple and young.
It's funny because it does look pretty soft even through like our phone call.
And there's no filter. This is no filter.
Yeah, we got raw footage over
this
here.
Is all, yeah, what
no
you see is
filters.
But yeah, it's funny how just the slightest little change in my habit of going from like no longer covering it up to just like taking care of my skin. Amazing. It looks so much better.
It's silly because I feel the same way. I feel like really my skin looks better, and it's like, okay, well, yeah. I'm kind of the opposite of Vanessa. I always wear like a full face of makeup. I'm like, I got my concealer, my foundation, my powder layer, my eyebrows, my mascara. I can go on. But I haven't been wearing any of it because it's just like, what's the point? I'm in here by myself. Husband see me looking like a creature of the night. Like,
and
like he's seen every face and hairstyle and everything. Like, he's seen me in my best and my absolute worst. And it's like, I'm not gonna put makeup on to sit in front of my computer all day.
Right? And my mascara is like $35 a tube. I'm not wasting that. If I'm not going to see anybody, I'm not going to waste it.
I know. I feel like my mascara has expired by now. It made me so sad. Like, I did not give up wearing mascara in the beginning because I was like, I have to use it. It's precious gold. My roommates will see that my eyes are big and beautiful.
Yes. That is
But yeah,
one benefit. If you wear a mask, it really just do those eyes up,
yeah,
put your
accentuate
mask
those
on.
eyes.
Woof, they'll pop.
My friend did that. She works in a doctor's office, and she's like, "You think I'm wearing makeup under this mask?" And she took it off, and it was just like her eyes and her forehead.
I would do it if I worked outside of the home and had to wear a mask all day. Absolutely, just do the eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, I my skin got really weird and sensitive after using all that acne medication and having like a hard time finding something to use on my skin. Um, and I've actually like I don't like Garnier Fructis very much in general. I've tried a lot of their stuff. It's just not really working for me. But I actually like their gentle sulfate-free cleanser, and it's really cheap. It's really cheap. And comparing like the ingredients in it to like other similar brands, like you get like a big old bottle for like $10, and it's been so great at like removing what little makeup I had or when I used to wear more makeup, removing it and like not irritating my skin like at all. And so I've been super happy for that. And then I also like don't like investing in like in a face moisturizer, even though it's something you wear every day. I'm like, I can't spend $20 on a little 2 ounce
I know they're
bottle of face
so
moisturizer.
expensive. It's so small.
Yeah, so that's definitely something that I've changed almost. I think almost like every time I run out of one, I pick a different one. But um, I'm so glad that like Burt's Bees works so well for you
It,
because they say like they're pretty all natural.
yeah, they're like
And
99.9% is what they
yeah.
think. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I know. I tried looking for the moisturizer you told me you had and I couldn't find it. And so I was like, I'm just gonna pick this up until I use it all. And now I'm kind of like,
Yeah,
I'll just pay the price. Okay.
it took a long time to find a face wash. Like, I feel like, and I do have extremely sensitive skin as far as like having allergic reactions to things. I don't have very sensitive skin with like acne and stuff, but reactions I do. But I feel like everyone I've talked to has had the same experience that I have had with face washes, where it's almost like your skin gets used to it, or it's like it stops working.
Yeah.
But
And
Burt's Bees
it's
has
interesting, like that's good. I really love their hand cream. It's I can't really remember what it's called, but it's just like literally a tube, and it says it's for hand cream, and it's for deep moisturizing your fingers. And my hands were never so soft through winter without that stuff. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I use the
But
body lotion too. Every shower, body lotion,
yeah, I remember you told
moisturize
me like you're like eye lotion every day, and I'm like, really?
Yep,
Every day? I'm like,
from
I
head
don't
to
really
toe.
do every day. I'm like, I'll spot check my tattoos.
It's just because I have such sensitive skin. If I don't have that barrier, so many things make me like I react. I just have allergic reactions to everything. I'm just irritable.
Yeah, and it's until you said that to me, I didn't even think about like, my husband's dry scalp is like a big reason for it's because his skin is so dry in general that you see it kind of manifest on the scalp. But when you look at his face, you look close, you're like, oh, your skin's pretty dry. So I've been telling him to lotion every time after the shower. And that's improved in a lot because it's like once your body's already wet and you rub lotion on, it helps to like absorb it right away. Like
Hmm.
I've noticed if I wait too long after my shower and I don't moisturize, that when I go to put lotion on my skin, it's like so dried out, like I had just been sitting in the sun or something. And it's crazy.
I
It makes
think your
such a difference.
pores like close. I think when you're in the shower, they naturally start to open to absorb that moisture. And then as you dry and they just like cool down and close, and then boom, you can't penetrate that. You're dry now. You're doomed.
You're dry.
You dry.
You just suffer with dryness all day.
Yeah, all day.
But yeah, I'm so glad that we were able to like get back together and chat and share some positivity with the world. And you guys should definitely go check it out, helenroseco.com. And
Yes.
I think we're just gonna end on our awesome quote of the week.
Yeah. Throw me
like,
out a dope quote.
I don't know.
Well, you know what? We're going to leave you on this quote, and we'll be back with another episode soon.
Yeah. Absolutely. So this week's quote: a woman should be two things: who and what she wants. Coco Chanel.
Boom.
Boom.
And until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.